As I promised last year, if we did the hard things, New Jersey would be a leader in our nation for fiscal discipline. This year, look at how other states are following New Jersey. In Wisconsin and Ohio, they have decided there can no longer be two classes of citizens, one that receives rich health and pension benefits and all the rest who are left to pay for them.
Rich health and pension benefits. I have to write that one down. That, of course, was right-wing darling Governor Christie Tuesday, taking credit for the wave of states closing their budget gaps on the backs of middle-class wage earners in America. Well, you know, today a New Jersey legislator called for shared sacrifice from a third class of New Jersey citizens that Christie just doesn't want to upset. Democrats proposed the same millionaires tax that Christie vetoed last year. Christie's office responded, quote, "That horse is already dead." Instead, Christie's plan is to triple the cost of health care premiums for public employees and slash their pensions. The New York Times Magazine today published a profile of the New Jersey governor. They say Christie has found his, quote, ideal adversary, public employees. Quote, Ronald Reagan had his welfare queens, and Christie has his sprawling and powerful public sector unions, teachers, cops, and firefighters who Christie says are dividing up local taxes beyond what the citizenry can afford, while also demanding the kind of lifetime security that most private sector workers have already lost. We have a New Jersey policeman and firefighter standing by, and we'll ask them what they think of their governor in a minute. But first, here's Christie defending his plan by pitting the middle-class public employees against the rest of the middle class in New Jersey.
All I can talk to you about is in New Jersey. And in New Jersey, we're not trying to break the unions. The unions are trying to break the middle class in New Jersey through the expenses, and they're close to doing it.
Rich, let's see, it says rich health care and pensions, and now the unions. Did you know that the unions are trying to destroy the middle class? Joining me now outside the firehouse in Elizabeth, New Jersey, is firefighter Bill Lavin, who is also the president of the New Jersey Firemen's Mutual Benevolent Association. He's alongside Belleville, New Jersey Police Officer Tony Wieners, president of the New Jersey PBA. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. Mr. Lavin, your governor says that you and your unions are trying to break the middle class. What's your response to that, Mr. Lavin?
Well, it's absolute nonsense. I mean, this governor is really the king of the charade that you see going on across the country. He was elected, he says, by a mandate. He was elected actually under pretense that he would take care of police, fire, and teachers and not touch our pensions and our health benefits. Just about everything that comes out of his mouth is untrue, half-truths. He's about dividing the middle class. He's about dividing unions, private sector, public sector. He's just a divisive guy, and the winners in New Jersey are the millionaires.
Mr. Lavin, did you have any communication with the governor after he won election about your pension?
The only message I got was through a Senator Baroni, and I can't repeat it on camera, unfortunately, Ed. But the only meeting that he will have is through emissaries and through contacts where he's just going to throw out lies and into the media and try to spin a negative approach to public service.
Officer Wieners, has your pension been affected by all of this? What's happening?
Well, what the governor is looking to do is he's looking to put forth a reduction in our pensions. And it's upsetting, you know, that as public employees, we've always made our contributions to the pensions. We pay 8.5%, one of the highest pension contributions in the country. And for years, government didn't make their pension contributions. And we're concerned on where it's going to go. You know, we're concerned about, you know, our retirements and taking care of our families into retirement.
Officer Wieners, he says that your union is trying to divide the middle class, trying to destroy the middle class. What's your response to that?
Well, that's you know, he's got the pulpit. He's a bully. There's absolutely no truth to this. We are the middle class.
Did you get any assurances from the governor, officer? Did you get any assurances? Did you get a letter? Did you get any communication from him at all?
Yeah, absolutely. After we came out and endorsed Democrat John Corzine, Christie sent a letter to to our membership saying that he would not that pensions are a sacred trust, and under the Christie administration that there'll be no changes to our pension benefits for any active, future, or retired member. And what he's doing now, and what he put forth to our membership before the election is a lie. If Chris Christie was a child and living in my neighborhood, I wouldn't allow my children to play with him. He's a bully. He's not truthful, and he's just not a respectable man.
Bill Lavin, Tony,
Ed,
go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Ed, I just wanted to say, this governor is a so-called presidential candidate, and people are talking about, Ann Coulter's looking at him as the savior of the Republican Party. The speech that he made to a conservative think tank in Washington this week, I think it's critical that people know. He talked about addressing firefighters and the fact that they booed him, and by the time he was done talking about their pensions and their health benefits, that they gave him cheers and stood. The truth about that is we invited him. He didn't come to the unions. He didn't come to the career firefighters.
Yeah.
That was to volunteers who don't receive those benefits.
Gentlemen,
so it's a ruse from the beginning.
Gentlemen, thanks for joining us tonight. Bill Lavin and Tony Wieners will stay on the story. Tonight in our text survey, I asked, should President of the United States do a road trip? 91% of you said yes. 9% of you said no. That's the Ed Show.